Today is shard pulling day for the Fusion. It's a little bit messed up, the point totals, but let's start out on a positive note with the OG opener for the channel. What's up, guys? How you doing today? We're talking Fusion. We're pulling shards today. I'm pretty excited to pull shards on the free-to-play account, and I'm a little jaded about pulling shards on the main account, which is the whole reason why we're playing the second account anyway, okay? The summon rush here, I highly recommend just sucking it up and pulling shards until you get to 5,400, okay? Because, man, I think it will just make your day so much easier if you have this epic. You can skip 4 events. And one of them that I recommend skipping for a lot of the younger players, and by younger I mean the length of your account, the younger players should be skipping the second back-to-back artifact enhancement event, first of all. And then it will make it easier for you if you can't do something on one of the events. Or it will just make your fusion quicker and easier if you can get this guy today. Finally, this is I know that you have to get 3 of these guys, but this guy is way, way better than the other stupid Void epic, who I hate everything about him, unfortunately. He's a skinwalker, but he's definitely the black sheep of the family. He is going to be excluded from my account until they change the way he looks and make his kit better. Prove me wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I'm glad to listen to your theories or to your evidences, okay? But, so, what do I recommend you pull today? That would be Sacred Shards. So, that would be 10 Sacred Shards if you're going to get to 5,000 points. And then supplement with Mystery Shards, or you could pull 11 Sacred Shards. But I would recommend saving some because next week is 2x Sacreds, and you definitely want some for 2x Sacreds. You're probably going to have to use the majority of them today, but honestly, 2x Sacreds is great and all, but it's not as good as 2x Voids. It's not as good as 2x Ancients. So I know for me that I'm going to be pulling 10 Sacreds on my free-to-play account, and then doing Mystery Shards to go along with Champion Training. I waited until today to do that. I'm going to do a separate video on the free-to-play account, so you'll get a second video today pulling shards on the free-to-play account. But I'll do the main account here first for you, and hopefully we can rock something super cool and interesting. You can always supplement with any of the 3 shards, but 10x's on this Summon Rush, it's always best to pull Sacred Shards because that's where your points are. Second place is Void Shards, but I hate pulling Void Shards outside of the 2x. If at all possible, don't do that. Save your Void Shards for the 2x and use your Sacred Shards, Ancients, and Mysteries to fill in. One other note, if you're a baller and you want to go for the Eternal Soul Essence, Plarium's very stingy about giving this to us for some reason, so the fact that it's there can be really helpful. I think this Eternal Soul Essence should be like down in the first or second row. It should be way more common getting Essence in the game. They claim that they give us Essence all the time in tournaments and events, and that's why they don't need to increase the rewards in Iron Twins. We all know that's false, but anytime you can get Essence in the game, you should probably try to do so. Now, for today, we are going to pull some shards, and then I need to decide how many I'm going to pull on the or on my main account here today, because I would think about going for that Essence. So if I was going to do that on this main account, I would need 14, but preferably 15 Sacred Shards so we could get that feast and just stock up on some crazy food for the next champion training we're going to go all in for. So let's hop over to the portal and think about what it is that we're going to do for today, and then we'll pull some shards. Big shout out to my dudes who always put the time where the shard pulls start in the comments. Please keep doing that. I appreciate you. Just as a reminder, if you're going to buy anything in the game, these Triumph packs are pretty decent. There's nothing really meaningful in here right now, but they've been doing them all week, and those have been some of the best ones that you can get. However, just getting the normal monthly pack, that is typically the best you can do, okay? And so if you want shards to supplement for some reason, that's usually the most efficient way to spend your money, and you know that that's always going to be a good deal. For some people, that's the only thing that they spend on the game during the month is the monthly pack. I would encourage you, I mean, I don't want to force you to spend money or anything, but the Forge Pass is also a very good deal. I think that's the number one thing. If you're going to make any purchases, buy the Forge Pass and then consider doing something else in addition to that. The Forge Pass is the most efficient way to spend your money these days, in my opinion. Okay, so let's jump in here in the portal. I do actually have 15 sacred shards now, so that'll make it pretty easy. I'll just pull all 15 and then worry about 2x sacreds next week. I might even finish the fusion before before needing those extra shards. But I think we have to pull for both shard events. Now, who do I want to see here on this 10x? I don't actually have Korrigar, and so getting him would be pretty cool. I would not mind that, all right? I don't know if I have a snick track, so let's check on that, because I do want all of the skinwalkers. I do have a snick track. I have Lorica in the portal, but getting any of the three... the three skinwalkers would be at the top of my list. Even the Mimi Gnishak, shout out to all of you guys who love me and harass me for not hitting fuse. But let's go ahead and jump in and see who we're going to get. Put in the comments your prediction on how many legendaries I'm going to get and who you think it will be. Am I going to get a Lanatharl or a Fushan, or am I going to get somebody actually meaningful for the account? Who knows, okay? But we'll pull all 15. I'll be excited to get this event maxed out, get some essence, etc. And I'm not worried about saving stuff on this account for next week. I'll figure it out then. But make sure that if you need to split your shards, make sure that you do so and save as many sacreds for next week as possible, because again, 2x sacreds, okay? So let's jump in here. I'm hoping for 2 legendaries out of 15, but bare minimum, please let's get 1, okay? 2 is ambitious, but 1 is still good. And there are a lot of great epics that they've added to the game. Pulling a fusion epic in this would be so time saving. So that would be, at the top of my list as well. And I hope everything goes well for you. Make sure you tell me how your shard pulls go in the comments below. If they go well, obviously we'll celebrate. If they don't go well, we'll commiserate. Kellen is great, okay? This guy is one of the best damage dealers for Sylvan Watchers, and I will have a video coming out on the channel as well to speed farm level 20 or 21 in Faction Wars. I've been working diligently on the team. He is going to be one of the main options for DPS. In case you don't know what he does, he has the A1 weaken, he has an A2 that decreases the turn meter, places decreased speed, and protects himself. But his A3 is really the critical thing here. He's going to get a really nice damage boost for each debuff on the target, and that pairs well with a lot of the poisoners, a lot of the debuffers in Sylvan Watchers. Okay, and then he has this passive that doesn't really come up in Faction Wars. But he's great if you're looking for a damage dealer for that faction. Okay, so we got Gorgrab, Mausoleum Mage. We're completing clan quests by getting epic champions. That was one of my clan quests for the week. Okay, Theresk. Not the best. Come on, now's the time for the legendaries. Claude. Okay, Claude, been very impressive on the free-to-play. Highly recommend him for Clan Boss. He's great for Faction Wars and some other things as well. Okay, we got Vergis on the 10X. And one legendary, please. One legendary. Taurus. Make sure you keep a copy of Taurus. Always helpful in poison teams. Even in the state of the hard dungeons, I still think he's great to keep a hold of. Ruella is going to be in that team. She was in the easy, clear, free-to-play faction war team. I've been super impressed with her. Like, one of the best epics in the faction. Really impressed. Great damage dealer. She is wonderful. Definitely build one for that faction if you have one. Another Claude, okay. We got 4 left. Are we going to be at mercy? Come on, give me that Lego. Anybody using this chick, Tomui? I have not seen her in action. Don't really recommend her typically. Let me know what you guys think if you're using her. Alright, we're running out of shards. Rain Beast. If you're desperate, he can help you clear Skinwalker's Faction Wars. Other than that, he is going to go in the vault. There we go! Ooh, a dupe Raf Matab. I'm not using this guy anywhere. I do have him maxed out, but he's not as good as the other guy. There's another... What's the other guy's name? That is very similar to him. They came out at the same time. Anyway, they're both provokers, and the other one is better. Let me know if you're using this guy. He looks sweet, but I don't use him anywhere. Where are you using him? And last one, can we just go back to back? No. Okay. Another Vergis. All right, well, let's go collect our rewards and summarize our thoughts. I'm pretty sure I have that faction already filled out, so that's not going to be helpful for me. If at all possible, get a copy of this rare. He's going to be in every faction war team. He's incredibly good. The epic is actually very good as well, and there we go, maxing out the event. All right, so Faction Guardians to finish the video. I believe he's a barbarian. He is, and we already had a dupe. Oh, that makes it feel worse. Oh boy. So what we could do is we could work on empowering maybe a Turvold. I don't mind that at all. We could take Turvold out of here, and we could put in the Yakarl for sure. We have 2 Valkyries. We could empower a Cantra maybe and put in like Altan. That could be cool. We could sacrifice somebody or other to the token trader. All of that sounds great, but really not too helpful with that pull. I'm happy to max out for the shard event. Let's collect our clan quest, and let's gear up mentally to pull shards on the free-to-play, and that way, hopefully, we can have better luck there. Better luck to you as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video in a couple hours.